Today I am going to tell you guys about all of Invidia's RTX series of GPUs, starting with the RTX 20 series, which came out in September 2018 to introduce hardware-accelerated real-time ray tracing and artificial intelligence to consumer and professional graphics. Before this generation's graphics cards were mainly focused on traditional rendering, with no fancy features like today's graphics card. But the new architecture in these cards, Turing introduced dedicated hardware for ray tracing and AI. Its major features were first-generation ray tracing, first-generation tensor cores, DLSS 1.0, later upgraded to DLSS 2 on supported GPUs, variable rate shading, and mesh shaders. The flagship RTX 2080 Ti was a serious performer for its time, handling 1440p at high settings with ease. Today, the RTX 20 series struggles with modern AAA titles like Alan Wake 2 or Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings, and its ray tracing performance has aged poorly since it was the first generation to attempt it. At launch, prices were considered expensive for the performance jump over the previous generation, with the 2080 Ti launching above $1,000. And now, if you own one of this poor GPUs in the big 2026, you can only play at 1080p. Next comes the RTX 30 series, based on Ampere architecture. Launched in 2020, it delivered a massive generational leap with nearly double the ray tracing performance of the 20 series. The RTX 3080 and 3090 became instant favorites for 1440p and even 4K gaming. Its improvements were second-generation ray tracing cores, third-generation tensor cores, DLSS2, much better ray tracing, HDMI 2.1, PCIe 4.0, but at its launch, gamers could not even buy it because of the crypto mining boom and chip shortages, which pushed prices far above MSRP for almost 2 years, making this one of the least affordable generations despite reasonable official pricing. But when the 40 series launched, their prices dropped, and they became favorite of secondhand buyers, especially the RTX 3060, which became one of the most used GPUs. Now, the RTX 40 series released on 2022 on Ada Lovelace architecture. These cards were the most powerful cards of its time, with the 4090 being the most powerful. It also introduced DLSS 3, which could generate additional frames using AI in-game. The 4090 could virtually run anything at 4K Ultra settings, and the budget card 4060 could also run anything at 1080p. But the prices were mind-blowing, with the 4090 starting at $1,500. But the real shock came with the launch of the 5090 at $4,000. That is way too expensive for a graphics card, as you can build a high-end gaming PC for $4,000. And talking seriously, the 5090 is overkill for many of the gamers, as the 5080 can handle every game at 4K Ultra. Comparing them to the RTX 40 series, the RTX 50 series is only a little faster in normal gaming, usually around 15 to 35%. Depending on the game and model. However, when you turn on DLSS 4 multi-frame generation, the RTX 50 series can feel much faster because AI creates extra frames, making games look smoother. So, most of the huge performance gains Nvidia advertises come from AI features, not just from a more powerful GPU. And at last, if you liked the video, please subscribe.